Hello and welcome to this month's Maggie Moment. I'm going to talk today about school camps thanks to a question that's gone to my membership site because they do happen, and this is often a time when they do happen in our schools. And I had one of my boys that was a little reluctant to go to a school camp, so I really understand the concern that this mum has for her boy. I'm going to talk to you about firstly normalising why your child may be feeling anxious, because they're about to go on an unknown journey to an unknown place, and even though they may know their teachers and the students on it, the amygdala, which is that amazing part of our brain, is registering potential threat. So how do we prepare them? And I really believe we can prepare them. So I'm going to give you some tips. Let's just say it's coming up and you've got a child who expresses those concerns. Remember, don't jump in with the jolly notion, it'll be fine, you'll have a lot of fun. No, validate. It's normal to feel a little bit anxious, and we're going to do some things that may help you feel a little braver. The first thing in the lead up, and of course many of today's kids haven't had the same sleepovers that they may have had at friends' places because of COVID. So I'd see, is there an opportunity that they can go and sleep in other environments in the lead up to going away to a different environment? Because falling asleep in a strange environment takes a little bit of practice. So whether it's grandparents, aunts and uncles, best friends, people in your tribe that you can have, even in your own home, have them sleep in a different bedroom. It's a little bit unusual so that the brain starts to get used to falling asleep in an unusual space. Maybe put a tent out in the backyard and see how they go. So that's one thing you can do. The second thing you can do is be able to familiarise them and build predictability about what may happen on the school camp. Your child might not ever catch a school bus, not sure of school buses and how what happens on them. I think I'd also be looking at the activities that they are likely to do. Get a rundown from the teacher so they've got an idea, and you might even be able to find somewhere on site if they're going to see, a zoo, a museum. Prepare them for what they're about to see, because the brain will settle down a lot when it actually has an idea of what's going to happen on the school camp. The next tip is, can we please get them one staff member to kind of be the lighthouse figure for your son or your daughter who's a little anxious, so that, if they are feeling a little anxious, they kind of move towards that teacher. So that it's like handing over the safe grown-up role to one significant person. Don't just assume that all of the staff can make them feel the same way. And then the last couple of tips really, and this one might be a little bit weird, but to be able to write some little notes in their case, maybe tuck a few Smarties in wrapped up, maybe even stick a shirt in of the favourite parent. Don't wash it, because we know that smell often triggers a sense of closeness, so sometimes snuggling up to that as they go to sleep may actually help that brain feel, hang on a minute, no, they're safe growing up is safe by. So again, I love school camps in terms of the opportunity to help our kids stretch and grow. Mind you, as a teacher, I don't know that I got a lot of sleep. So if you can prepare them, give them a sense of predictability and encourage them. I really believe we let them step on that bus and we look as jolly as possible, don't we? And make sure there is an emergency contact for your son or your daughter, just in case, if they don't have their own phone or they're not allowed them, that there is someone that can call them and have a chat to you to reassure them. So I hope that's helpful for those of you who have those sensitive kids about to go off on a school camp soon.